Many families are planning trips to get a break from all the cold weather, and many are expected to fly south during the March break.
If you're traveling with grandchildren or nieces and nephews, you need the proper documents, or you might not be allowed on the plane. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Thanks, Nathan and Michelle. Grandparents were traveling to Jamaica for a wedding and decided to take their grandchildren with them. But when they got to the airport, they didn't have the proper documents, and they were turned back and not allowed to fly.
It was very sad, you know.
Avita Gordon of Brampton was going to Jamaica with her husband for a wedding. They decided to travel with their grandchildren as Gordon's daughter had flown ahead as she was in the wedding party. But when they were boarding the plane, there was a problem.
I asked for a letter for the grandkids to show that, I have permission to travel with the grandkids. I said I don't have one.
Gordon was told without documents showing the children were allowed to fly with her, they could not board the flight. All four of them ended up not getting on the plane.
I wanted to give the grandchildren a trip with myself, and I didn't get on the flight. It hurts, so much money down the drain.
The couple had to buy new airline tickets the next day, and the grandchildren had to stay home with relatives. This happened in December of 2024, but the Gordons had been seeking a refund from Air Transat, which was denied. A spokesperson for the airline told CTV News the children were traveling with their grandparents without a parental authorization letter, which is a mandatory requirement when minors travel without their parents or legal guardians. This rule exists to protect minors and prevent child abduction.
It is heartbreaking because it's something that I think people just don't think about when they're booking that trip and when they're making their way to the airport because they're just excited to be going, right?
Travel expert Jennifer Weatherhead says it's important to have the proper documents when traveling with a minor or you will be denied boarding.
You need their passport, birth certificate, parental consent, and that letter should be notarized to make sure that it is okay. You need to have proof of your relationship to the child as well. And then any kind of custody documentation.
You'll find travel information on the federal government's website and how to write a consent letter. Gordon wanted to warn other grandparents what happened to them.
If anybody's traveling with young kids, I advise them, make sure you get a letter of permission to take the grandchildren or whoever you're taking with you.
And if you're traveling for the first time with grandchildren or any child you're not the parent of, you may want to use the services of a travel agent. They'll know the documents that are required and can save you problems when you get to the airports. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.
If you have a consumer story idea, email us at alert@ctv.ca.